everyone, it's Doom and welcome to this week's video. We're starting off with something a little bit different as I am making my own sketchbook to use for Inktober. This is my first time ever bookbinding, and so I just wanted to share it with all of you. For the paper, I'm using this Strathmore Series 400 drawing paper, which I am right here folding and then cutting down into 6 by 9 pages. I knew that I wanted to do a really wide horizontal layout for the sketchbook, and I am really happy with how it turned out. I didn't measure the paper or anything before, and it was just the paper that I had lying around, but it managed to cut perfectly into the exact amount of pages that I needed and the exact size that I needed. I ended up having 4 registers of 8 pages, so that is 32 pages for the whole book, which will be enough for my prompt page and for all 31 drawings. And I'm really excited for Inktober this year. I've actually never completed Inktober before, and I feel like this is going to be the year. I feel like I've set myself up for success, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and I just gave myself a really easy concept and prompt list, and I'm really excited to be using this book that I made. You can see my boyfriend popping in here a lot. He helped me make this book because he actually does know a bit about bookbinding. He's made a lot of his own sketchbooks. I've always thought that it was really cool, and he's made me a watercolor sketchbook before that I really loved and thought was really fun. And I just decided that I wanted to try it out too. Here I am using some Bristol to make a cover and back cover for the book. I decided to go with something very soft cover, which usually I don't like soft cover sketchbooks, but I just wanted something really simple that I could paint on for the cover and for the back. Here I am poking what felt like a million holes into this book. Bookbinding is kind of a tedious and repetitive process, but I actually really liked it. We were watching YouTube videos and just having a nice evening, and our friend was over, and that was nice to just spend some time with friends and family and just do something repetitive and meditative. I would definitely recommend bookbinding. I think it's a lot of fun, and I think it is pretty cool to be able to choose exactly what kind of paper that you want in your sketchbook, choose exactly what size you want it to be, and the effect is just really cool when you end up with a book that you made. My boyfriend learned from the YouTube channel Sea Lemon, and we actually watched a video of hers right before we started this one so that he could brush up on it a bit and I could see how it was supposed to be done. And I decided to finish off the book with a little bit of washi tape. It did cover up the spine that I made, which is one of the cooler parts of bookbinding, but I like it. I think that it looks really nice, and it kind of gave me a bit of the palette I want to use for Inktober. Here's the book. I'm just really happy with how it came out. I think that it looks really great, all 32 pages, and it lies open flat, which I really like. I'm just really happy with how it turned out. The only issue is that I'm still feeling the effect of my cat jumping on the table the other day, and so it has all these little brown pieces on it from when he kind of ground that colored pencil into the table. I kept trying to wipe it off, but it wouldn't go away. Now let's get into my Inktober supplies. I'm going to be using, for sketching as per usual, this Line Friends mechanical pencil 0.5 size glass. For the line art, I'm going to be using my micron pen. I'm really excited to get a lot of use out of this one and see how long it actually does last. And then we have the Zig Memory Systems brushables in spring green, which I will be using to add little pops of green to my pieces. For ink, I'm going to be using the Dr. P.H. Martin's Blackstar ink, waterproof India ink. And for highlights, I'm going to be using the Winsor & Newton ink in white if I need it. And then I'm also going to be using the Daler Rowney pearlescent liquid acrylic in autumn gold. And these are all of the supplies I'm going to be using. So now I'm going to talk about the prompt list and theme. And I will be doing a quick illustration on the cover as well, which I hope will demonstrate the kind of style I hope to be going for this Inktober. So let's get right into that. I knew I wanted to do figures for Inktober because characters are very easy for me to mindlessly draw, and I know that there are going to be some days where I need to be mindless with my drawings. So I decided to do a witch theme. I have written my own little list of different types of witches, which I may include in the description. I actually haven't finished writing 31 different ones, and I think I might be going on the fly a little bit for some. So I don't know. I'm not really going off of a prompt list, like a daily prompt list. The first page of this book probably will be a little bit more like a table of contents that I will fill in each day that I do a drawing. On the cover here, I'm just drawing kind of a generic casual witch, just wearing t-shirts and shorts, sitting with her cat in a little scene with some trees. I do want to take advantage of the landscape way that this book is and try and do some fun landscapes. I know I want to do like a city witch and draw like some buildings in the background. But some days I know it's just going to be a character on nothing, and I'm not going to feel bad about that. I've never beat Inktober, so my main goal is just to do it. I'm not going to stress about learning other things when I just think I really need to learn how to be consistent and draw often and draw as much as possible. As for how I'll be sharing all of this on social media, I am going to be posting daily on Instagram. I was going to do weekly wrap-up videos, but I actually think I'm just going to do one wrap-up video at the end of the month with a bunch of clips that I do happen to take. I'm not going to really stress filming every single one. I'll probably just film the ones that I do on my days or afternoons off. I probably won't be filming every single one. It's probably going to be something I'm just going to do on my breaks at work. And I'm not going to add another level of, oh, I need to do this in order to do my Inktober today. I just want that to be as easy as possible. and I will be keeping up with my weekly videos. I have some kind of less intensive ideas to do some videos on so that I'm not over exerting myself or having too high expectations for me. So I am looking forward to some of those ideas. I have some fun ideas. There's some like home decor things I want to paint, and so expect that I might be doing a video on. As for this piece that I am working on right here, I am very glad that I tested out the materials like this. I think it was pretty smart of me, especially since I've never really used ink like this. So I guess I am going to be learning something new other than just working every day on art. Because this is a new and different way of using ink, and it did require a lot of trial and error. These weird black cloud things, they were kind of just something that happened randomly, and then when it dried they went away, but still I kept trying to re-add them back even though I didn't know what they were or why they had happened. Oh, and speaking of disappearing as they dried, I didn't realize that the ink was gonna get so light when it dried. I expect that was watercolors, but I guess I just didn't think that was gonna happen so drastically with ink. Another thing that was kind of surprising for me and hard to wrap my head around was the way that the ink doesn't reactivate with water. It's a waterproof ink, so it just stays there. I kept, when I was layering, being like nervous about reactivating stuff, and then when I went over the cat earlier was when I realized, oh, this isn't going to reactivate. It's just going to stay exactly where it is the second I put it down. And I used that a little bit to my advantage on the Black Hat Loud on the right, where I put water over the whole thing right now and then reapply the dark color, because that was the effect that I was liking, the pooling natural effect, and I kept losing it because I was just putting wet on dry and it needed to be wet on wet. Overall, I feel really good about how this has come out. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more illustrations in this style and really experimenting with this ink, and especially on some of the landscapes that I would like to do. I'm really excited to see how my Inktober comes out. As I said, I never finished it before. I'm a little bit nervous about failing again, but I really do believe in myself. I really think I can do this. I have been posting weekly on a YouTube channel for almost 2 months now. I think I'm ready to really apply myself in this sort of way to my art. And that's the cover to my hand-bound sketchbook. I hope that you like this video. I actually do like adding a sort of vlog element to my videos, so I do think that you guys should be expecting something like that in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you are interested in seeing more of my stuff.